I gave him every reason to walk away. Kept running even when I heard him say, "Come home, my child, I still care." But I acted like he wasn't there. Took grace like it's cheap and free. Still he kept on chasing me. I broke promises I never kept, but he stood firm while I just wept. I thought love had conditions, that it came with permission, but he gave without a word. Truth is, I got more than I ever deserved. I didn't deserve that kind of love. Mercy sent straight from above. When I was low, he lifted me. Loved me blind so I could see. Didn't earn it, didn't ask. Still he gave and didn't ask back. He saw my soul and never gave up. I didn't deserve that kind of love. I brought him pain, I brought him shame. Still he called me by my name. Every time I failed to rise, he met me there with gentle lies. He should've left me in the mess I made, but instead he chose to stay. Now every scar I try to hide, he turns into something glorified. What kind of love don't walk away? What kind of love decides to stay? When I had nothing good to give, he gave me every reason to live. No strings, no deal, no cost, just love poured out on the lost. Oh, I didn't deserve that kind of love, the kind that sees and still shows up. He didn't wait till I was clean. He loved me deep inside the scene. I was broken, I was wrong, but he wrote me a redemption song. Who saves a soul so messed up? I didn't deserve that kind of love. He loved me when I was at my worst. He held me when I hated myself. That's not just love. That's divine love. And no, I didn't deserve it, but he gave it anyway.
I was wild, thought I had control. Living fast, just feeding my soul. Didn't care who I hurt or how. Just chasing highs, not thinking how. But even when I didn't see, he was already crying for me. Before I hit my lowest place, he was weeping full of grace. I thought he'd be angry, thought he'd be done, but he cried like a father losing his son. Before I knew I needed love, he was looking down from above. He cried for me first, before I broke, before the worst. When I was blind and walking wrong, he was hurting all alone. He saw the mess I would become, and still said, "That's my son." I didn't call, didn't thirst, but still he cried for me first. I remember the night I broke inside, alone with tears I couldn't hide. But those weren't the first tears shed. He cried way before I bled, like a shepherd watching sheep run wild. He mourned the loss of his child, but even through the pain I caused, his love still never never paused. I was out there doing dirt, but he felt every ounce of hurt. Every drink, every fight, every lie I told at night. He saw it all, felt it deep, but never gave up loving me. He cried for me first, didn't wait till I went to church. While I was busy dying slow, he was praying I'd come home. He saw me drowning in my sin, and his tears washed me from within. Before I knew I needed worth, oh, he cried for me first. I thought I found him the day I prayed, but truth is he was already on his way. We didn't meet halfway. He was waiting, tears in his eyes, and love in his hands. I was empty bottles, broken glass. Every mirror showed a haunted past. Talked to God but never stayed. Said I'd change but I always strayed. Built my life like a house on sand, crashing down with trembling hands. I was the mess folks walked around, but he reached down when I hit the ground. Didn't see no worth in me, just the cracks and misery. But grace saw beauty through the war and made me more than I was before. I was the wreck he restored. He picked me up off the floor, took my shame, nailed it to the cross, turned my failure into a cause. I was arrested, torn and bruised, but he saw a vessel he could use. Now I'm whole, and it's the Lord. I was the wreck he restored. People only saw the crime, he saw the kid trapped in the time. Didn't judge me by my scars, he saw purpose behind the bars. I tried to fix it on my own, but healing don't live in pride alone. When I cried, Lord, I'm done, he said that's where the work's begun. He took the pieces, pain and all, turned my ruin into a call. I ain't perfect, but I'm proof that broken hearts still find truth. So don't you hide behind your shame. He restores what hell tried to claim. I was the wreck he restored. Grace walked through my shattered door, gave me peace the world can't steal, gave me scars that had to heal. Use my story, use my fall to lift somebody else who'd crawl. I'm standing now in one accord. I was the wreck he restored. I wasn't worthy, but he didn't ask for perfect. He asked for willing, and I gave him my wreck. He gave me restoration.
Late night, lights off, phone on the floor. Silent battles I couldn't ignore. Tried to pray, but no words came out. Just my soul breaking down in doubt. I thought he left, I thought he quit, but even in silence he never split. 'Cause when I had no strength to speak, he spoke to me through my grief. No lightning, no trumpet sound, just tears falling to the ground. But in the puddle of my pain, I heard him whisper my name. I heard him in my tears, in the middle of my darkest years. Not in thunder, not in cheers, but in the quiet fall of fears. Every drop was a sacred sound, mercy speaking while I was down. I thought he left, but he was near. Yeah, I heard him in my tears. I had friends who walked away, but my tears, they chose to stay. And while they fell like holy rain, God was healing me through the pain. Each one told a story true of all the hell that I'd been through. But somewhere deep in every cry was the voice of the Most High. He don't need a preacher stage, he speaks through heartbreak and age. When words ain't there, when hope feels gone, he'll use a tear to bring you home. And when the world can't understand, your tears still reach his hand. I heard him in my tears, not in perfect faith, but through my fears. Didn't need no holy song, just wept where I'd been wrong. He didn't shout, he didn't scold, he just held me through the cold. I thought he left, but he was near. Yes, I heard him in my tears. So if you ever feel alone, let him fall, let him flow, 'cause heaven hears, even in your tears.
I walked away more times than I can count. Burned some bridges, nearly drowned. Told myself he don't want me back. Carry guilt like a heavy sack. But every time my heart broke down, and I thought there was no way around, I'd feel that whisper in my soul, come home, the door's still open, bro. I thought he gave up long ago, but love don't move like we suppose. I was wrong, but he stayed right, with arms wide open every night. Oh, the altar was always open, even when I was out there hopeless, even when I cursed his name, even when I hid in shame. No sign said you're too far gone, just mercy waiting all along. I came broken, but he kept hoping, yeah. The altar was always open. Church was quiet when I slipped in. Smell like tears and second chances again. I fell down where the saints once knelt and cried harder than I ever felt. Didn't hear no choir, didn't need a song, just felt that grace been there all along. I didn't have to clean the mess, He made me right in my regrets. He don't lock the door on sinners, He don't keep out late beginners. I came with stains, came undone, but found a Savior, not a judge. No matter how far I had run, the altar said, welcome home. The altar was always open every time I came back broken. Never too dirty, never too wrong. He was waiting there all alone with a robe and a ring for my shame and a seat at the table in His name. I ran out, but He kept hoping, 'cause the altar was always open. I don't care what you've done or where you've been. If you're breathing, you can begin again. That altar is still open. It's still open. Open. It's still open.
I was living in a midnight soul, no stars, no light, just cold. Heart was heavy, faith was thin, lost in shadows I created in my sin. Thought the silence was my end, had no strength left to pretend. But He walked into my hidden pain, spoke my name and broke my chains. I didn't run to Him, I was too far gone, but love came looking and led me home. He didn't wait till I got it right, He met me deep inside my night. He loved me out of the dark, lit a fire in my shattered heart. When I was blind, He still saw me. When I was lost, He fought for me. No more hiding, no more shame, He washed me in His holy name. Grace pulled me from that place so stark. Yeah, He loved me out of the dark. I remember all the nights alone, talking to demons on a broken phone. I heard the lies louder than the truth, but his whisper broke straight through. He didn't come with thunder first, he came with peace to heal my worst. And in the stillness of my fear, I felt his mercy draw me near. He didn't wait for the light to come, he was the light and I was the one. He stepped right into my despair with wounded hands and answered prayer. I ain't who I was before, that darkness don't live here anymore. Oh, he loved me out of the dark, put a melody where there was no spark, gave me purpose, gave me peace, gave me freedom, sweet release. I was dead in my soul, but he called me back home. No more chains, no more marks. He loved me out of the dark. I didn't find the light found me. In the deepest part of my story, he was already waiting. And his love brought me out of the dark. Oh, oh, oh. I was a runaway soul, lost in the night, no self-control. Made my bed in the valley low, ashamed of the man that I had known. Tried to cover up the mess I made, but the stains ran deeper than the blade. Every lie, every scar I wore, still he knocked on my heart's locked door. I told him I ain't worthy, Lord. He said that's what the blood is for. I tried to hide, but grace found a way, and mercy whispered through the shame. Oh, he chose me anyway, though I broke his heart 1,000 ways. When I walked away, he stayed, called me son even when I strayed. Didn't earn it, couldn't pay, but he poured out love I can't repay. Yeah, I was lost, but not thrown away. He chose me anyway. Mama prayed through the silent nights, said, baby, God's still holding tight. I cursed his name, then cried his name, and somehow he loved me just the same. All my guilt tried to chain me down, but Jesus wore my shame like a crown. He walked that hill with me in mind, a love like that you'll never find. I was the liar, the fighter, the backslider, the denier, but he looked past all that dirt, saw the treasure under the hurt. And when nobody else would stay, he held out his hand and said, this one's mine every day. He chose me anyway, when my soul had gone astray, when I thought I'd gone too far. He still reached into the dark, didn't earn it, couldn't pray, but he wrapped me in his grace. spotlight, no fame. Still he called me by my name. Before I ever changed my ways, he chose me anyway.